Je m'appelle Tristan Muyumba. Qu'est-ce que tu veux?
You look a lot alike.
All right, go for it, guy.
So Tristan, now, when you have so many starters out and so many of the twos players and younger players in, is that almost a better opportunity to learn a little bit more about yourself as a player when you're working with different guys?
No, of course it's a little bit challenge, but it's also a good opportunity who haven't played so much this year to show the coach I really want this. So yeah, a good opportunity for us to go there and get a good result. They're also missing a lot of players, or yeah, a few. So yeah.
Any of the players stand out to you so far? Of the young players, any of them standing out to you?
Yeah, it's a lot. They're coming up sometimes the whole year, and it's a lot of good qualities there. They are young and have if they're still working, and so they have a good future. Saul looks very good, like a defender, and you have a few midfielders also. So yeah, it looks good.
The past few games, you've been sometimes almost an attacking midfielder, bringing the ball up from deep places. That's not something that I remember seeing from you last year. Is that something that Ronny asked you to do, or is it just you taking advantage of opportunities?
Yeah, of course we have working a lot of different things to develop me also. And if we're playing like 5 or 3 in behind, it's easier also to step with the ball because we are 3 defenders there. So yeah, and when we play against 2 striker, one of us 3 have to do that. So we get through the striker and then we play from there.
How do you think the team executed the game plan against LAFC with the 3 center backs?
I think it was very good. We was very compact. The aggression was very good, and I think for me, in my standpoint, it felt very safe when I was out there. But maybe we could have more ball, but it's a tough away games. They have beat a lot of teams there with 3 and 4 goals. So, but it's very, what can I say, sad or bad that we concede a goal in the end. But we can also score the first goal with the Bartok shot. So yeah.
How are you feeling physically? And just this is a long run for you being on the pitch, and you've struggled just to be consistently on the pitch. But it's been a good run for you. How important is that for you to keep this up through these last few matches and then trying to carry this over into the off season?
Yeah, it's very important. I feel good, but it could be better because I was a long time away in the middle of the season. But it becomes better and better. But yeah, I have to be, what can I say, more fit, and so I can show my best of myself also. But I think I'm starting to do that now. But now the season is over. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next season. Yeah.
Is there something you've changed with your approach over these past month or so to just stay on the pitch, and maybe some things that you've learned from that mid-season injury issues that you've been able to just carry over into now?
Yes, and we have changed a lot also. With David have comes in, Chris Murphy have comes in, and that's helped a lot. Ronny set demands on us, how fit we're gonna be. So it's a lot of changes inside the club, and for the fitness and stuff like that, how we train and the intensity, and yeah, hopefully it will be better from next year.
What more do you think you need to do to make the Norway World Cup squad?
Huh?
What more do you think you need to do to make the Norway potential World Cup squad?
We have to do better in the league, of course, better results. That will help. I'm in and out there, so you never know if you're gonna go or not. But of course, I want to go there. I was there in the beginning of the qualification, but now they didn't pick me out because I was injured. And we're doing not so well, right. So fair enough. But yeah, it's good to see the guys in the national team. They have a game on Saturday now. If they're gonna win against Israel, it's almost to qualify to the World Cup.
I mean, is that, considering y'all are out of the playoffs at this point, is that your primary motivating factor right now?
To
try to put yourself in a position to get on that team? Is that your most important motivating factor right now?
Yes, of course, it's been a big dream for me to especially play in the World Cup in USA for my national team. Maybe go to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and wearing the Norwegian jersey. That have been a big dream. Yeah.
Stian, you guys last week held the highest scoring side in the Western Conference to just 1 goal, and a big part of that was Jaden Hibbert as well in the net. How have you seen his presence and who he is between the sticks evolve from that first start against Toronto to right now?
Yeah, I think he developed or grow more and more for every games. He has been top there. It feels safe to have him there. And he's starting also to demand on us also, so that's good, to speaking, to be a vocal guy. So, yeah, and he's very young, like you said, 20, 21?
21,
yeah, 21. So, yeah, he keep going, and you have a very good goalkeeper there.
With the results and with your injuries this season, how hard has it been in 2025 for you?
Yeah, it's very tough to be injured because you always want to be the part of the team to help them, be on the pitch, be on around them, and yeah, it was a very, what can I say, hard injured for me. It became longer than it was expected. So, but yeah, you have to learn from that also. But when you are injured, you can work on other things also. So you have to stay positive. But now I'm full healthy, and yeah, hopefully I can be better in the future.
You mentioned some of the changes made. What's the most important thing that you changed that's enabled you to stay on the pitch for now? I think it's the longest run you've had at Atlanta United for consecutive starts.
That I have a better
Recovery?
Yeah, recovery with Chris. I have a better conversation with him, that we work together more, what can I say, more me and him. So suits me better for my body, because I'm very tall, so I have to do a little bit different exercises than the normal guys have to do. So that suits me very well, and I feel it also out there. It's much better.
So that's the biggest change, is difference in the exercises and recovery.
Yeah, it's more special for me.
Okay.
In my body. Yeah.
Okay.
How I
Can you share one of them, just so I can write about it, have something specific to write about?
No, I work a lot of core, because I'm a very tall guy.
Right.
So if we work working on those kind of muscles, so that's help a lot.
Okay, interesting.
Thank you.
Yes.
Tell Tristan we said hey. how challenging is it to have 6 starters that are gonna be out for Saturday? And what are you seeing from some of the young kids that trained with y'all today?
That's of course challenging because we have before we have asked for like an emergency transfer from the second team. We had 12 players, so that is then it's about putting together the best possible team with those players. Still a lot of good players there, so it's possible to do something with it, but we need more players, and then we cannot pick whoever we want from the second team. We have to take those who have been in the roster from the first day, and that is 3 that is available from there: Aiden, Rodrigo, and Sal. So yeah, they have been training with us, and yeah, so we're going to be 14, 15 players. That's but as I said, you need only 11 to play, and we will do everything we can now to have a good performance for sure, and go there to do something.
When players are having to work with teammates that they're not familiar with, their movements and things, is that when maybe you can learn more about some of those guys when they're put in unfamiliar situations?
Yeah, somebody has to step up. That's the important, Now it's about pride. It's about going there to do something, and you have to put in the work. And if it's coming in players that hasn't played before, then you have to show leadership and commitment, and protect your teammates into the game. And that's what we want to do. I want to see a team that's go out and fight for 3 points and put everything out on the pitch. That's what I was happy with in the LA game. I think afterwards I was sitting and I see that again also. Was a very good away performance. So it's about do a lot of the same things, but we have to try to be creating more in the last third of the pitch. So this is a good test for us and for the players as well.
We've asked you a lot about Stian the past few weeks because he's been playing well. He had another, I thought, good performance against LAFC last week. How important is he going to be on Saturday as a senior player and one of the few starters remaining to try to make sure that you can get those 3 points you've talked about?
Yeah, that's central line with him and Juan, Steven, Tristan, Manu, Jamal. That's going to be a very, very important central line that has to take leadership and communicate and drag the team with them.
And counter to that, what about preparing for Miami, because they're going to have their international players not available as well? How does that affect your preparations facing a team that's going to have some of their starters and players missing as well?
Yeah, we don't know how many are going to be out for them, though. I don't know if Messi going to play or not. That's, of course, a big difference. So they have a strong team. Still, they don't have so many players that we have out, but and they have a strong squad. So they're going to have a good starting 11 putting on the pitch. But as I said, we have a lot of good players into our lineup as well, and we are going to make this as a good fight.
Reflecting back on it, the 3 center backs, how did you feel like that worked out against LA?
I think they were very good, very solid. We were in total control of the game in big periods of it. As I said, we need to create more, but because we are in so good situations in the last third of the pitch, and we don't get enough out of that. But when you control the opponent in that way, and a good opponent like LA, then you have done what you should do. So this is something to take with us in the future to see that we have that opportunity. And of course, when you play against a back 5, then also it's about matching that. How is the best way? Is that to keep playing in a back 4, or what is the best for us? So you learn things from the team all the time, and that's something we will take advantage of now, the rest of the season, but also into next season.
It took Juan a little bit longer to get onto the field as much. How have you enjoyed seeing him get to this stage so far?
I think it's just getting better and better. I think it's the first time he moved out of this country. He come with not a very good preseason. for him as well, and he needed to play himself into it. And then now he's get some good games, and he has a high level. You know, he has played in a high level. He has played against the best teams in the world. So that experience we need into the team. So I'm looking forward to the future, because he's can be even more central in we're talking about leadership and putting demands around, and also make us as better as a team.
Part of the good defensive performance against LAFC, to me when I watched it, was winning 1v1 duels against really talented attackers. How have you coached those differently, if any? And how have you seen the team improve defensively one-on-one?
I think it's about distances. You know, when you have short distances between you, you have always help, and it's short, little space to play in. I don't, you know, we went 70, 80 minutes before I understand that Son was on the pitch in some periods there, because we were so tight in the center of the pitch. And if you give him spaces, then yes, we have to get 1v1, but then you get exposed also, because he has speed, he has technique to do special things. So I think we were really organized. We were very disciplined. And one thing is to be disciplined, established, but also the reactions in the team when you lose the ball, when you win the ball. That is things that you have to coach about, understanding about next situation. So it's a mindset, and that's you know, we have been on and off during the season in that, because you can always put them up in a. If you have set play, then you're going to be there and there and there. But when the walls turn over for you or behind against you, then you have to be ready to know exactly what to do, and you have to be willing to react. And that mindset, that attitude was really, really good. We lost the ball 3-4 times, very dangerous situations in that game, but bang, everybody reacted, get behind the ball, and nothing happened. So this is, if you're going to be a winning team, this has to be every week. It has to be a mindset. There's a winning mindset. And if we are not capable to do that, or if I'm not capable to coach it, we will never get there. So everybody, that's the easy thing in football. This like next situation. That's in life also. You cannot go and dwell over what's happened for 1 hour ago, because it's too late. You have done it. It's about learn and go. And in games, you don't have 1 hour. You have a split second to react. If not, the transition is coming against, or you're coming half a yard too late in situations. And that is a mindset, and something we coach a lot. But we have been very up and down during the season in those situations.
A couple of personnel questions for you. I think this is going to be the first game in which you have neither Moranchuk nor Almiron, if you do decide to play with a 10. Who else is capable of stepping into that role?
Yeah, we don't have a real 10 there, you know. Then we maybe have to play 2 strikers. You know, we have Jamal and Manu. Manu is ready to start now, you know, so that could be an option. We have Cayman that can also play in different positions. So we have to try to find the best way to suit, to get us as good as possible, at the same time also take away the strength of Miami.
And then looking backward, Brooks, I believe, is still hurt. Ronald is gone. Luke is gone. Saba is gone. So you can't, there's no wing back per se, nor a right fullback. Who could step into that role?
That's a good question. We have so Leo. We have wingers that can play in a back 5.
Okay.
You know, and if we are in a back 4, it's we have Dom, with Pedro that can play on the side. You know, so we have to see what we're doing. What is the best for the team to, as I said, get the strongest squad, or the strongest lineup possible to face Miami. So it's a challenge, but it's solvable.
Last one for me. We're asking Stian about Norway, potentially trying to get onto the Norway team. Do you think that his quality of play the past few games is worthy of consideration for the national team?
I sent a message to the national team coach to say, like, Stian is now starting to be the guy he should be. But as I said to Stian, it's about consistency. everything is about consistency. He cannot now. He had to go out 10-15 minutes before the end again. Can't have it like that. A centre back has to stay 90 minutes on the pitch, if it's possible, if he's playing on his level. And for him now, it's just to get a good amount of training over time, good amount of games, and then it's about keeping yourself fit. That's the thing, and then you get the best out of Stian. But this season, to be honest with Stian, is like he hasn't been enough available. I don't know how many games he played. 90 minutes, 4 maybe. So we can talk about a good player, but we don't need the fireflies. We need stars. We need somebody that can stand game in, game out during the whole season, and that he has to show. And if we do that, then it's possible that he can be in that Norwegian squad, because he's a good football player, and he has something they lack of, that's speed. So I really, really hope that should be the goal for Stian, for us, to get him into that squad. But as I said, that's also a job he has to do through being available and can stand 90 minutes games over time.
Why did he have to leave the last game?
Was some feeling of in his hamstring or whatever it was. Yeah. So we'd never take him out if
Right.
that's not there. You want to use your changes. You want to choose the forward players.
This may not be answerable, but if you didn't have 5 subs, if you only had 3, would you have just left him in to play?
We have to. Then we have to try to do that, but at the same time, we don't want him to break down. If he's not 100, if he feels like go out there and he's 70-80%, and others are better than him. So it's like we have nobody can play on 70% level. Then you are not good enough to play in Atlanta United.
Last one for me. How gratifying is it for you and the staff that Mihai got called back up to the Albanian national team for this window?
That's good. We have to take the positive things. When these players are improving. I also love to see Bartos is a very important player now for Poland, and he plays every time. That's also is a lot of improvement. So I love to see that Luke's doing well in the under 20s, and Noah also get a game there. So the negative that everybody's away when we are a national team. So I said we have to start buying Argentinian and Brazilian or Spanish, because they're not coming into the national team if it's not something special. So it's something positive with it, but at the same time also we want them ready, not only for this weekend, but there's also a weekend coming up also in next Saturday.
I've asked you this summer when y'all had, I think, 12 players called up. But is it almost impossible for you to reconcile that y'all have so many national team players, but the record is what it is this year?
Yeah, but that's true. That's true. You can say it. But again, it's about the environment we have. Are we good enough to get the best out of our players? That's one thing. Do we have the right skills into each other? Does those players suit each other? Are they, mentally, are they everybody nice persons, or we have some leaders, or we have somebody that also can go lead the whole group? So it's many things going on, and there's also many players that are in national team that is not good enough to play for Atlanta United. So it's also what kind of national team you are at. That's if you had a team full of Brazilian and they are in the national team, I will say like something is wrong here.
Right.
But we don't have that. So yes, it's good that we have it, but it's not natural that if you are playing in the national team that you are a fantastic football player. It's not always like that. It's about it's also a player that is here now that's not in the national team but are very good football players. So it's about finding right mix, and that is what we have been lacked this year, and have, as I said many times, the consistency of picking the same players over and over again, especially in the defense, because that is the foundation of a good football team. Is every league you look at, the team that concede less, they are winning. That has to be important. You cannot concede 60 goals and score 90. You don't see that. So that's with good structure in the bottom with defense and then you create confidence, and then the offense is coming through that. So that is something we need to create, and we have conceded way too many goals this year, and also compared to what we should have conceded.
Right, yeah.
So that is been a very, very special season in many ways, but also in that way.
Thanks, Ronny.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.